Alrighty. Hi, Queens. Hi. So I'm just hopping on live quickly to see if you guys have any questions. How are you guys today? I'll just be on for a few minutes. Does anyone have any questions? You can comment them in the chat. Hi, Phantom Wolf. How are you? If you guys have any questions, you guys can comment them in the chat. Hey, what birth was the best? So the birth that was my favorite was probably my last two. Blessings, Janisa. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Janisa. So yeah, my favorite births was the last two, probably because they were unassisted. I really like those births. Definitely the fourth one was obviously like super fave. Hi, 37 weeks with my first, purchased 2 of your courses. Congrats. You're almost there. I hope you booked your birth prep call too. You can go over any extra things if you didn't miss it. You can book the birth prep call in the course. What was your least favorite birth? I mean, all my births were really, they all were favorite in different reasons. Like my first birth was amazing because it was my firstborn son, right? But my first birth was, it wasn't the pleasurable and painless experience like my most recent births. And so from that birth is where I developed my keys to a painless and pleasurable birth and understanding oxytocin and how oxytocin is released and stimulates uterine contractions. And oxytocin is a feel-good hormone. It's released when we're kissing, when we're cuddling, when we're breastfeeding. And I'm reading the comments on the side. And it's released during our contractions. So a feel-good hormone is stimulating our contractions during birth. So birth is designed to feel good. So once I really understand that concept, I was able to really enjoy my birth. You're pretty. Thank you, TK. You are beautiful. Thank you, Tina. That means a lot to me. Do you want more kids? I do want more kids because I want my baby girl. But I also know that everything will happen in the perfect timing. God always knows what he is doing. So I don't have like a concrete plan to be like, oh, yes, I'm going to go make some babies. It's more like, if that's God's plan, I'll let that happen naturally and let it flow. But I have a feeling I'm going to be like one of those moms where like you like open the door and like a bunch of kids like come running out like Cheaper by the Desert. So what to do and to look out when your water breaks and not be swayed to go to the hospital after 24 hours. So the color of the water, so when your water breaks, it should be a clearish to yellowish color. If you see greenish color, then that would be a reason why you would want to go to the hospital earlier. But reasons to not sway is if your water breaks, it's clear and it has a tint of yellow and it doesn't have an odor to it. So amniotic fluid shouldn't have a smell to it. So if you want to know if it does have a smell, you can take your underwear, you can put it in a Ziploc bag and then take it out and smell it and see if it has any odor to it. If it doesn't have any of those odors and it's clear and it's looking good, then you should be fine. You should start to have contractions as well. So if you're also having contractions within those 24 hours, then you're good to go. Hope that helps. Hi, love. Great to see you. Love watching your videos. Hi, Daira. Happy to have you here. Compa said, with pregnancy was biggest belly. I don't know what that means. Anik, thank you. TK, my baby sister was born in 2021. Congratulations. And I think she's going to be 11 months. Alrighty. So I'm going to be coming off soon. If you guys have any more questions, you guys can put them in the chat quickly before I go. Any advice of how I can prepare physically and mentally for a VBAC? I am due very soon and anxiety is starting to set in. So you should probably get one of my courses to help with your mental. And if you're preparing for a VBAC, what are you having anxiety about? You got to be clear about what is giving you anxiety. That way we can figure out the solution to that anxiety. If you're having certain fears around birth, it's important to verbalize it so that you can write it down. We can figure out the solution for it. If we figure out the solution for it, then the anxiety is gone. So if you can write that in the chat, that'd be good. Should I try to flip my baby if he's facing posterior? So if your baby, it depends on how many weeks. So you can write that as well. How many weeks is baby facing posterior? Because you should ideally want to have baby in the optimal position for birth by 37 weeks, which is an OA position. If you are at 37 weeks, then you can do the hands and knees position and sway on your hands and knees to help encourage baby to flip. I usually recommend doing this like when you're watching your Netflix, when you're just chilling at home, relaxing, and that. You don't want to be leaning back all the time because leaning back, like in chairs and slouching back, that also encourages baby to go in an OP position. So you always want to have good posture as well. Do you know of any VBACs after 5 C-sections? I know VBACs after 4 C-sections, but it doesn't really matter how many C-sections that you have. You can have a VBAC regardless. The way you teach and experience giving birth is how God intended birth to be. You're awesome. God bless you. Sending love from Costa Rica. Costa Rica, baby! That is beautiful. Thank you for commenting and sending me that beautiful message. It makes me feel so, so, so happy. Thank you. Last question for the day. What's the smallest island? You are a funny one. Alrighty. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful people. You're welcome. You're welcome. I will see you guys in the next video. I'm going to start doing lives more often now. So you guys will see me hop on the live probably every other day or so. So if you guys have any other questions, you can ask me in another video. Thank you guys. And I'll see you in the next video.